Resins. Resins are the giant organic molecule having acid or base functional groups. Resins are the giant organic molecules which contains acid or base functional groups. Here we have three types of resins: phenol formaldehyde resin, melamine and formaldehyde resin, urea and formaldehyde resin. Resins are the what giant organic molecules containing acid or basic functional groups. Acid or basic functional groups. Let us take phenol and formaldehyde resin. You know that phenol is the benzene ring consists of OH group. This benzene reacts with formaldehyde HCHO gives two types of compounds, here OH and here CH2OH at ortho position. Next, at para position is also para hydroxybenzyl alcohol is the what another compound. I want to take this one orthohydroxybenzaldehyde, orthohydroxyphenol in n moles of this compound is taken. Then you will get here polymerization gives OH goes out and CH2 here OH. This is a type of polymer is formed, polymerized formed. So this is called what a bakelite. Phenol formaldehyde resin is the what a bakelite. Bakelite formula is the what a phenol formaldehyde polymer. This bakelite is used in phonographic recorders. The next one is electrical switches. Melamine and formaldehyde resin is the what melamine reacts with formaldehyde gives melamine formaldehyde resin. And urea, third one is the urea formaldehyde resin. Urea combines with formaldehyde gives urea formaldehyde resin. These are the what polymers of what third type. First one is the polythenes. Second one is polyamides. Third one is resins. Right? Understand? Next, fourth one is natural rubber. Natural rubber is the polymer of isoprene. What is the isoprene? Isoprene is the 2-methyl 1,3 butadiene. This 2-methyl 1,3 butadiene is subjected to polymerization. Then we will get a natural rubber of, it is the linear polymer cis 1,4 polyisoprene. So this rubber can be generated from rubber plants. The rubber raw material is obtained from rubber plant, bark of the rubber plants. Then we can use it as what a natural rubber. This is the what a natural rubber is the linear polymer of cis 1,4 polyisoprene. This is the what a natural rubber structure. So here this double bond goes to here, and this here one bond is there, and here bonding will be takes place like this. Right? Understand? So in the middle it is formed as a what a double bond CH2 CH3 here. Then you will get a natural rubber. Next, what is the vulcanization of rubber? Vulcanization of rubber is the process of heating of raw rubber with sulfur in the presence of zinc oxide and 373 to 415 kelvins of temperature to improve the physical properties of rubber. To improve the physical properties of rubber, the natural rubber is heated with what? Sulfur. Then the cross linkings are formed with the SS linkings are formed by heating with what? Sulfur. In this process, 5% of sulfur is used for vulcanization. This after vulcanization, the rubber becomes what? Vulcanized rubber. It has high physical properties, means what? Tensile strength is more. Right, understand? This is the what? Vulcanization of rubber. What is the vulcanization of rubber? The process of heating of raw rubber with sulfur SS units at the in the presence of zinc oxide and 373 kelvins to 415 kelvins of temperature, we will get what? Sulfur vulcanized rubber. In this process, 5% of sulfur is used. While vulcanizing, there is a cross linkings of what? SS cross linkings are possible. Right, understand? Then neoprene is also one of the synthetic rubber. It is the polymer of chloroprene. Chloroprene is the monomer of neoprene. Chloroprene means what? 2-chloro 1,3 butadiene is subjected to polymerization. Then we will get neoprene. It is used for conveyors belts and gaskets. Next type of synthetic rubber is Buna N. It is the polymer of 2 units 1,3 butadiene plus acrylonitrile. Right, understand? This is the Buna N. Next, Buna S is the what? Polymer of 1,3 butadiene plus styrene. Styrene is the what? Buna S. Right, understand about the what? Natural rubber and vulcanization of rubber, neoprene, Buna S, Buna N. Next, last part of this chapter is biodegradable polymers. Biodegradable polymers means what? Polymers can be degraded by bioorganisms. For this one, examples are PHBV, second one nylon 2, dextrane polylactic acid. There are 4 examples of biodegradable polymers. PHBV is the what? Poly beta hydroxy butyrate, co beta hydroxy valerate. Butyrate, poly beta hydroxy. Here the butyric acid is there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the alpha carbon, this is the beta carbon. Beta hydroxy butyrate and co beta hydroxy valerate. Valeric acid is the what? Pentanoic acid. Here alpha and beta. So these 2 monomers units are combined. N moles of beta hydroxy butyric acid and N moles of beta hydroxy pentanoic acid or valeric acid, both are combined, gives what? PHBV. That means full form is the what? Poly beta hydroxy butyrate. Poly beta hydroxy butyrate and co beta hydroxy valerate. It is the biodegradable polymer. It is used in specially packing and orthopedic devices. Next, nylon 2 is the what? Polymer of glycine. Glycine is the amino acetic acid and caprioic acid. Caprioic acid is the what? Amino acid consists of 6 carbon atoms. right? Both are subjected to polymerization, gives what? Nylon 2. It is also biodegradable polymer. That means what? That the polymer is degraded by microorganisms. Next, dextrin is the first biodegradable polymer is used, and it is the polymer of polyglycolic acid and polylactic acid. Next one is the lactic acid, polylactic acid, PLA, we can write it. Lactic acid means what? Alpha hydroxy propanoic acid is the what? Lactic acid, right? Understand? These are the what? Biodegradable polymers. Students, I hope that you can understand about the polymers, classification of polymers, and preparation of polymers and their uses, right? Understand? Thank you one and all. Next type of polymers are the what? Polyesters. We discussed about it, polymerization process and types of polymers. Polythenes, polythenes and polyethylenes and polyesters, polyamides and resins, right? Understand? So we have to discuss polyesters. Ester means what? RCOO functional group is present, RCOOR. Here, first example polyesters is polymethyl methacrylate, polymethyl methacrylate, PMMA. So in this polymer, the monomer is 2-methyl. The name of this monomer is 2-methyl 1 2 3 carbons are there, prop in O8 methyl 2-methyl propanoate in the presence of peroxide. Then we will get amine polymer. Polymer is the what? Polyester polymer. Polyester group is there. Ester group is there. Hence it is said to be polyester. Next important one is the what? Glyptol. Glyptol is the polymer of 2 monomer units are present in this one. Ethylene glycol. Ethylene glycol formula you know very well. CH2OH. This is the ethylene glycol. Phthalic acid is, you know that phthalic acid is benzene ring consists of COOH groups. 2 COOH groups are present. Then it is said to be what? Phthalic acid, right? Then it is said to be both 2 monomer units are combined together to form a what? N moles of this one and N moles of this one. Ethylene glycol N moles and phthalic acid N moles gives glyptol. Next one is the what? Terylene. Terylene is also ester polymer. Ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid. Ester is formed by the reaction between the carboxylic acid and alcohol. The ethylene glycol is the what? Diol. CH2OH. This is our ethylene glycol, right? And terephthalic acid benzene ring consists of what? 2 COOH group at 1,4 position is said to be what? Terephthalic acid. Both are undergoing polymerization. Then we will get terylene or dacron, right?